Hello everyone, and welcome to Fluent English Journey. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe so you can receive simple and helpful English tips every single day. My name is Blake, and today we are going to talk about something that can truly change your life in a positive way, creating a strong morning routine that helps you succeed. Many people don't realize how much their morning affects the rest of their day. The way you begin your morning can influence your energy, your focus, your mood, and even how productive you are. A good morning routine doesn't mean you must wake up extremely early or do something difficult. Instead, it's about building small, healthy habits that give you more energy, help you think more clearly, and prepare you to face anything the day brings. Let's start with a simple example. When you wake up, one of the best things you can do is drink a glass of water. After many hours of sleep, your body becomes dehydrated, and water helps you feel more awake and refreshed. It's a small action, but it makes a big difference. After drinking water, try doing some light stretching or gentle exercises for about 5 to 10 minutes. You don't have to go to the gym or do an intense workout. Just moving your body a little helps your muscles wake up and gets your blood flowing. This simple step can lift your mood and increase your energy for the rest of the day. Next, try to spend a few minutes doing something calming or mindful. You can meditate, write in a journal, or think about your goals and intentions for the day. Even 5 minutes of quiet reflection can help you start your morning with a clear mind. When your thoughts are organized, it becomes easier to handle challenges later in the day because you already know what matters most. It's also helpful to include something that stimulates your mind. For example, you can read a few pages of a book, listen to a short podcast, or review your plans for the week. These activities warm up your brain gently and help you feel inspired. When your mind wakes up slowly and calmly, you start the day feeling more motivated and ready to learn. Another important part of a successful morning routine is consistency. Try to wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Your body works best when it follows a regular schedule. When your brain and body know what to expect, you feel more energetic, more focused, and more stable throughout the day. A consistent sleep schedule also improves your sleep quality, making it easier to wake up feeling refreshed instead of tired. But remember, your morning routine should match your lifestyle and personality. It should feel personal, comfortable, and natural. What works perfectly for one person may not work for someone else. This is why you need to experiment. Try different habits and notice how each one makes you feel. Some people prefer a peaceful and quiet morning with meditation, while others enjoy a more active and energetic start with exercise. The goal is to create a routine that makes you feel calm, focused, and ready for the day. Over time, small habits can create big changes. When you start each morning with something positive, you create momentum that stays with you throughout the day. You begin to feel more in control, more confident, and more clear about what you want to accomplish. This sense of order and direction makes the rest of your day smoother and more productive. Now that you understand the basics of a morning routine, let's talk about how to design one that truly works for you. Many people make the mistake of trying to add too many new habits at once. But you don't need a long, complicated list of tasks every morning. Instead, start simple. Choose 1 or 2 habits that you enjoy and focus on those first. Your morning should feel peaceful, not rushed or stressful. When you build a routine that supports both your body and your mind, you will notice the difference, not just in your mornings, but in your entire life. A simple, realistic, and manageable morning routine is much easier to follow every day. And when you stay consistent, these small habits slowly turn into powerful changes that help you grow, succeed, and feel better overall. Successful people often begin their mornings with 2 simple steps: drinking water and moving their bodies. These steps may look small, but they make a big difference. Drinking water helps your body wake up after hours of sleep, and gentle movement helps your energy start flowing. This doesn't mean you must force yourself to do hard workouts. Even something simple like walking around your home, doing a few easy yoga stretches, or doing 10 minutes of light exercise can help you feel awake and refreshed. The goal is not to work hard. The goal is to be consistent. When your body starts to move, your blood flows better, your brain becomes more alert, and you naturally feel more prepared for the day. Once your body feels awake, it's important to take care of your mind and emotions. One powerful habit is writing down 3 priorities for the day. This gives your day structure and helps you focus on what truly matters. Another helpful habit is practicing gratitude. Take a moment to think about something you appreciate: your family, your health, your home, or even your morning coffee. Studies show that expressing gratitude for just a few minutes can lower stress and improve your ability to concentrate. You can also include a learning activity in your morning routine. This helps your brain feel active and inspired before you begin work or school. For example, you can read a few pages of a book, learn a new English word, or listen to a short educational podcast. Doing something that feeds your mind early in the day creates a positive and productive tone that often lasts for hours. Another important part of a successful morning routine is avoiding distractions, especially digital ones. Many people check their phones the moment they wake up. They look at messages, emails, and social media, which often creates stress before the day even begins. When you start your morning this way, your mind reacts to the world instead of focusing on yourself. Instead, try waiting at least 30 minutes before checking your phone. Use that time to drink water, stretch, reflect, or plan your day. This small change can help you feel calmer, more focused, and more in control. Consistency is also a powerful factor. The more often you repeat your morning routine, the easier it becomes. Your body and brain love patterns. When you do the same things at around the same time every day, it becomes a natural part of your life. Even if you wake up a little later than usual, try to follow the same steps in the same order. Over time, these habits will feel automatic, just like brushing your teeth. They won't feel like effort because your body will already know what to do. It's also important to remember that a great morning routine should be personal. Everyone's goals, energy levels, and schedules are different. If you feel creative in the morning, you can use that time to write, brainstorm ideas, or plan your projects. If you prefer a slow and gentle start, choose calm breathing, reading, or quiet reflection. The goal isn't to copy someone else's perfect routine. It's to build a routine that makes you feel your best. By starting your day with purpose and positive actions, you give yourself a strong foundation for success. Every small habit builds momentum and helps you move through the rest of your day feeling focused, calm, and confident. If your main goal is fitness, your morning might include a longer workout or a short run. If your goal is creativity, you might start with journaling or meditation. Some people enjoy peace and silence in the morning, while others prefer upbeat music to boost their mood. There is no single right way to do it. What matters is discovering what makes you feel energized and happy. The secret to building the right routine is to experiment. You don't need perfection. Start with small habits, test them, and notice how they make you feel. For example, try stretching for 1 week. The next week, try walking instead. See which one gives you more energy. Over time, you will naturally create a routine that fits your lifestyle. The goal is not strict rules, it's progress. It's about feeling more in control of how your day begins. Another powerful morning strategy is something called priming your mind for success. This means preparing your thoughts and emotions before your day starts. You can do this by listening to inspiring music, reading motivational quotes, or imagining how you want your day to go. This simple mental warm-up helps you begin with the right mindset instead of waiting for motivation to show up later. One especially effective technique is visualization. Close your eyes and picture yourself having a successful day, finishing your tasks, staying calm, and feeling proud of your work. When you visualize success, your brain starts preparing for those actions as if they are already happening. Research shows that visualization can reduce procrastination, increase confidence, and improve productivity. It's a powerful exercise that only takes a few minutes. Along with visualization, setting daily intentions is also very helpful. Write down what you want to achieve that day. These goals don't need to be big. Even small intentions like stay patient, finish my report, or eat healthy give your mind direction. When you already know what you want to do, your brain wastes less energy deciding, and you feel more focused and relaxed. A balanced breakfast plays an important role in how you feel and perform throughout the day. What you eat in the morning becomes the fuel for both your body and your brain. When you choose a breakfast that includes protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates, you give yourself steady and long-lasting energy. This type of meal helps you stay focused, think clearly, and avoid sudden energy crashes. For example, you could eat eggs with vegetables, oatmeal topped with nuts and fruit, or a smoothie made with protein powder and leafy greens. These foods are filling but still light, which helps keep your energy stable. It's better to avoid sugary foods like pastries, donuts, or sweet cereals. Even though they taste good, they raise your energy very quickly and then make it drop fast, leaving you tired, distracted, and unfocused later in the morning. To stay alert, it's also important to drink water first thing in the morning. After hours of sleep, your body becomes dehydrated, and water helps you wake up gently. If you like, you can have herbal tea or a small cup of coffee. Just be careful not to drink too much caffeine because it can cause nervousness and lead to a crash later in the day. Remember, your morning sets the tone for everything that happens after. When you begin your day with purpose, through movement, positive thoughts, and healthy choices, you build a strong foundation for success. Each good habit supports the others. A calm mind helps you focus. Healthy food gives you steady energy. Clear goals keep you motivated and moving forward. By taking care of your mornings, you're not just improving a few hours, you're improving the quality of your whole day. And over time, these daily choices can shape the quality of your entire life. Your morning truly guides the direction of your day. The way you eat, the way you move, and the way you use your mind in those early hours can completely shape your energy, mood, and productivity. When your morning is calm and intentional, the rest of your day feels smoother, easier, and more productive. Something many people forget about is their environment. The space around you has a strong effect on how you feel. A clean, bright, and organized space helps you feel fresh, alert, and ready. But a messy, dark, or cluttered space can make you feel tired, stressed, or unfocused. Try to keep your morning area simple and welcoming. Small actions like opening the window for fresh air, making your bed, or playing soft music can make your morning feel peaceful and positive. Some people even create a small morning corner, a special place with a journal, a cup of water, a book, or a meditation cushion. This tells your mind, this is my space and my time to start the day right. You don't need a lot of room. Even a small desk or a spot near a window can make your morning feel special. As you build your morning routine, remember one important idea: it doesn't have to be perfect. Some mornings will feel easy and productive, while others might feel rushed or messy. That's okay. The key is showing up every day. Even if you only spend 5 minutes on your routine, it still counts. What matters most is doing a little bit each day. These small actions add up, just like drops of water filling a bucket. When your morning routine becomes a daily habit, it becomes a source of stability in your life. It helps you start each day with purpose instead of stress. A structured morning doesn't limit your freedom. Instead, it gives you more. When you know exactly what to do in the morning, you begin your day calmly, without rushing or reacting to everything around you. You start from a place of clarity, confidence, and control. In other words, you decide how your day begins, not your phone, not stress, not chaos. It's also important to understand that success rarely comes from one big effort. It usually comes from small, repeated actions that you do consistently. Your morning routine is one of the most powerful ways to build that consistency. Every time you complete your morning habits, you're sending a message to yourself: I am in control of my time and my energy. As we continue exploring how to strengthen a morning routine, it helps to understand how habits actually form. Habits grow when you repeat the same action over and over in response to a cue. For example, brushing your teeth as soon as you wake up or drinking water when you enter the kitchen. After enough repetition, these actions become automatic. You don't even think about them, your brain just knows what to do. That's why starting small is so important when building a new morning routine. Choose 1 or 2 simple habits that you can do easily every day, such as stretching, drinking water, or writing in your journal. Once those habits feel natural, you can add more. When you build slowly, your habits last much longer. Over time, you'll create a strong morning routine that fits your life and sets you up for daily success. When you're creating a new routine, it's also important to make changes gradually. For example, if you're not used to waking up early, don't try to wake up a full hour earlier right away. Instead, try waking up just 10 or 15 minutes earlier every few days. This gives your body time to adjust gently. Soon, you'll find yourself waking up earlier without stress or resistance. Another helpful technique is to connect a new habit to something you already do, a method called habit stacking. It's simple but very powerful. For example, if you always make a cup of coffee in the morning, you can connect a new habit to that moment. A morning routine becomes much easier to follow when you connect new habits to something you already do. For example, if you always drink coffee in the morning, you can use that same time to review your goals for the day or listen to a motivational podcast. Because your brain already recognizes the habit of making coffee, adding a small new activity to it makes the new habit easier to remember. Over time, these little connections create a chain of positive actions that grow naturally. It also helps to include what many experts call high-value morning activities. These are tasks that make you feel accomplished early in the day. They do not need to be big or complicated. The main goal is to start your morning with purpose. Instead of grabbing your phone and scrolling through social media as soon as you wake up, you could choose to finish one small but meaningful task. This could be answering an important message, writing a short paragraph for a project, organizing your workspace, or preparing your to-do list. Even completing one small task gives you a sense of progress. This feeling creates positive energy and builds momentum that often lasts throughout the day. When you feel productive early, you're more likely to stay productive. Momentum is one of the most powerful tools in personal growth. Small wins signal to your brain that you are capable, focused, and in control. This confidence then supports better decision-making and keeps you motivated throughout the day. Another essential part of a good morning routine is movement. Physical activity strengthens your body and sharpens your mind. When you exercise, your body releases chemicals called endorphins, which improve your mood and make you feel happier. Movement also increases blood flow and oxygen to your brain, helping you think more clearly and stay more focused. You don't need a long workout. Even 10 to 15 minutes of stretching, yoga, or walking outside can give you a noticeable boost. These simple activities wake up your body, improve your circulation, and make you feel refreshed. If you enjoy more intense workouts, you can include cardio, strength training, or bodyweight exercises. The goal isn't only physical health. Morning exercise also trains your mind. It builds discipline, structure, and consistency. When you choose to move your body first thing in the morning, you train yourself to follow through on your commitments. Over time, This discipline makes it easier to achieve your goals and handle challenges with confidence. Nutrition is another key part of a strong morning routine. What you eat in the morning affects your energy, focus, and mood for the rest of the day. A healthy breakfast should include protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs. Good examples are eggs with vegetables, Greek yogurt with berries and nuts, or whole grain toast with avocado. These give you slow, steady energy. If you prefer something lighter, a smoothie with fruits, greens, and protein powder works well too. It's filling, hydrating, and easy to digest. Try to avoid sugary breakfasts like pastries or sweet cereals. They give you a quick burst of energy, but your blood sugar drops soon after, making you feel tired and unfocused. Choosing balanced meals helps you stay mentally sharp and energized. Hydration is just as important as food. After a full night of sleep, your body becomes slightly dehydrated. Drinking a glass of water as soon as you wake up helps your brain and body function better. It supports digestion, improves alertness, and stabilizes your energy. You can drink tea or coffee later, but starting with water is best. Mental preparation is another powerful part of a successful morning. Many people take a few minutes to reflect, plan, or calm their mind before starting work. One simple practice is journaling. You don't need to write a lot, just a few lines about your goals, your thoughts, or how you feel. You might write your top 3 goals for the day or reflect on something that went well yesterday. Writing even one sentence about something you're grateful for can shift your mindset toward positivity. Gratitude reduces stress and increases motivation. Visualization is another helpful tool. Spend a moment imagining yourself completing your tasks successfully, handling problems calmly, and moving through your day with confidence. This mental practice prepares your mind for success and strengthens your focus. In the end, building a good morning routine is about making small changes that you can stick to. You don't need a perfect plan, just start with one step, keep it simple, and be consistent. Every small choice you make in the morning, from drinking water to writing down a goal or finishing one helpful task, can shape your entire day. Over time, these small habits grow into powerful routines that support long-term success. When you visualize positive outcomes, your brain begins preparing for success as if it is already happening. This mental practice makes it easier to stay calm, focused, and ready when real challenges appear later in the day. Another helpful tool is using affirmations, short, positive sentences you say to yourself. Statements like, "I am capable of handling whatever comes my way," or "Today, I choose to stay calm and focused," may look simple, but they have a real effect on your confidence. Repeating kind and encouraging words helps you begin your morning with strength instead of stress or worry. When you combine habits like physical exercise, healthy eating, drinking water, journaling, visualization, and positive affirmations, you create a strong foundation for both your mind and body. Each habit supports the others. When your body feels energized, your mind becomes clearer. When your mind is calm and focused, your decisions improve. These small habits can completely change the way you experience each day. They bring more focus, more energy, and a more positive way of looking at life. Many successful people also include learning and personal growth in their morning routine. The early hours are when your mind is usually the freshest and most focused. This makes it a perfect time to learn something new. You could spend 20 to 30 minutes reading a book, listening to an educational podcast, or practicing a new skill. Even 10 to 15 minutes of learning, such as reviewing English vocabulary, reading a few pages of a self-help book, or practicing a language, can make a big difference. Over time, these small learning sessions add up. They help you grow in knowledge, confidence, and ability week after week. This idea is sometimes called feeding your brain first. Instead of starting your morning by scrolling through social media or checking stressful news, You choose to fill your mind with something useful and inspiring. When you make learning a priority early in the day, you give yourself a mental advantage. You train your brain to value growth instead of distraction. Over time, this builds a habit of daily progress, doing something small every day that makes your future better. Another important part of a strong morning routine is planning. Many people don't realize how much a few minutes of planning can improve their entire day. Spending even 5 minutes in the morning to set your priorities and review your schedule helps you feel more organized and in control. Without a plan, it is easy to spend the day reacting to whatever happens. But with a clear plan, you move through your tasks with purpose. A helpful method is to write down your top 3 tasks for the day. These should be the tasks that matter most. Then break each one into small steps. This helps you stay focused and prevents you from wasting energy on things that don't really matter. Planning also reduces something called decision fatigue. This is the mental exhaustion that comes from making too many choices during the day. When you decide your priorities in the morning, you save your energy for doing the work itself instead of spending time thinking about what to do next. For example, if you write your plan in the morning, you won't spend half the day wondering what you should start with. You'll already have a clear path. This lowers stress, increases productivity, and helps you finish the day feeling satisfied and accomplished. Creating a positive environment is also important for a peaceful morning routine. The space where you begin your day can influence your mood, energy, and focus. A clean, bright, and organized environment helps your mind feel ready and calm. Clutter, on the other hand, can make you feel overwhelmed. You can make simple changes like opening your curtains to let sunlight into the room. Natural light helps wake you up, improves your mood, and sets your internal body clock. Other small actions, like making your bed, organizing your desk, or tidying your room, prepare your mind for productivity. Even adding little touches like soft music, a pleasant scent, or fresh air from an open window can make your morning routine more enjoyable. When your environment feels peaceful and comfortable, your mind naturally becomes more positive. Some people also enjoy adding sensory elements to their morning. Soft music, scented candles, essential oils, or even a few fresh flowers can make the start of the day more pleasant. These small details may seem unimportant, but they can lift your mood and help you begin your day with more motivation and energy. While building a morning routine, it is important to remember 2 key ideas: consistency and flexibility. A routine becomes powerful only when you follow it regularly. But life is not always perfect. Some mornings you may wake up late, feel tired, or have early plans. Other days, you may simply not have enough energy or time to do everything on your list. When this happens, remember that it's okay. A good routine is not about being perfect. It's about showing up and doing your best, even if you can only do a little. It's better to adjust your routine instead of skipping it completely. If you're short on time, you can do a shorter version of your morning routine. Just focus on the most important steps, like drinking a glass of water, stretching for a few minutes, or choosing your top goal for the day. Even doing these small parts helps you keep your momentum. It reminds your brain that you are still being consistent. This balance, sticking to your plan while staying flexible, prevents frustration and guilt. You'll feel good knowing that you showed up for yourself, even when your morning didn't go exactly as planned. Another helpful part of building a good morning routine is tracking your progress. Keeping track of what you do helps you stay motivated and understand what is working well. You can use a journal, a checklist, or simply take a moment each day to notice how you feel after your routine. You might discover that stretching boosts your energy or that reading improves your focus. Tracking also helps you see if something feels too difficult or time-consuming. When you notice that, you can make small adjustments so your routine fits your lifestyle better. Reflecting regularly allows you to fine-tune your habits, making them more enjoyable, effective, and sustainable. It's important to remember that a morning routine is not about being perfect. It's about making progress. The goal is to create simple habits that give you structure, help you feel centered, and prepare you for the day ahead. Even on tough mornings, small, intentional actions can make a positive difference. A strong morning routine helps you build a foundation for success in every part of your life. When you start your day with clarity and focus, you face challenges more calmly and stay motivated for longer. Instead of reacting to your day, you guide it with purpose. Over time, the small habits you practice each morning become powerful achievements. Drinking water, moving your body, planning your day, or taking a few minutes to breathe and reflect may seem simple, but together they create meaningful change. As we explore how to build a successful routine, remember this: real transformation doesn't come from huge, dramatic changes. You don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. or follow extreme fitness routines. The secret is consistency. Small steps repeated every day lead to big results over time. For example, spending just 10 minutes meditating, 15 minutes exercising, or 5 minutes planning your day might feel small at first, but these tiny actions build up. They gradually improve your focus, energy, and productivity. When you commit to manageable habits each morning, you build discipline and lay the foundation for long-term success. One helpful method for strengthening your routine is habit stacking. Habit stacking means adding a new habit immediately after an existing one. This makes it easier for your brain to remember and continue the new behavior. For example, if you brush your teeth every morning, you can stack another habit right after it, such as drinking water or writing down your top 3 tasks. Over time, your brain connects these actions and they become automatic. Another example is adding a habit to your coffee routine. If you make coffee every morning, you can use that time to read a motivational quote, listen to a short podcast, or review your daily goals. By linking a new habit to something you already do, you increase your productivity without feeling overwhelmed. Physical activity is also a key part of a strong morning routine. Exercise not only keeps your body healthy, but also improves your mind. It increases blood flow to the brain, boosts your mood, reduces stress, and helps you feel more awake. You do not need a long or difficult workout. Even light stretching, yoga, or a short walk can make a big difference in how you feel. For example, you could start your morning with 10 minutes of stretching while listening to calming music or an inspirational podcast. If you want something more active, a short walk or jog outside gives you fresh air, sunlight, and a burst of energy. Movement also builds discipline. When you choose to exercise in the morning, you remind yourself that you are committed to your goals. This mindset helps you stay focused and determined throughout the day. Along with physical activity, mental preparation is essential. Taking a few minutes to plan your day, review your priorities, or visualize your goals gives you direction. It also reduces decision fatigue, the mental tiredness that comes from making too many decisions. Even writing down your top 3 tasks for the day can make your morning smoother and more productive. In the end, all these small habits, physical movement, planning, mental clarity, and habit stacking come together to create a simple but powerful morning routine. When you practice them consistently, they set the tone for a productive, calm, and successful day. A good morning routine can completely change the way your day begins. When you start your morning with simple habits like healthy eating, gentle movement, and a calm mind, you give yourself more energy and focus for the rest of the day. These small actions may not seem big at first, but when you repeat them every day, they slowly build into long-term benefits. Over time, you become more disciplined, more productive, and more confident about facing challenges. The goal is not to make your morning routine perfect. Instead, the goal is to make it sustainable, something you can continue doing every day without feeling stressed or pressured. Even small steps, done regularly, create big improvements. A good morning routine should be enjoyable. When you include activities you actually like, it becomes much easier to stay consistent. This makes your routine more effective because you look forward to it instead of seeing it as a burden. Even simple actions can give you more energy and motivation throughout the day. A short walk, a few stretches, or even just sitting quietly for a minute can make a big difference. Nutrition also plays an important role in your morning. Eating a balanced breakfast helps keep your energy steady and improves your ability to concentrate. Foods with protein, fiber, and healthy fats are especially good for you in the morning. You can try meals like eggs with vegetables, oatmeal with nuts and fruit, or whole grain toast with avocado. Smoothies made with fruit, vegetables, and protein powder are quick and healthy options too. It's better to avoid sugary foods like pastries or sweet cereals because they give you fast energy that disappears quickly. This can make you feel tired and unfocused. Drinking water in the morning is also very important. Even one glass of water helps your body wake up, improves mental clarity, and boosts your overall alertness. Your mental preparation is just as important as your physical routine. Simple practices like journaling, meditation, visualization, and affirmations can shape your mindset in a positive way. Journaling helps you reflect on your goals, your emotions, and your intentions for the day. Writing down a few things you're grateful for or listing your top 3 goals can help create a clear and focused mindset. Visualization is another powerful practice. When you imagine yourself completing a task successfully, your brain becomes more confident and calm about the real situation. Affirmations are short positive sentences that encourage you, such as "I can handle whatever comes today," or "I start my day with focus and energy." These mental habits build confidence, reduce anxiety, and help you stay motivated throughout the day. Mindfulness is another helpful practice to include in your morning. Mindfulness simply means being aware of the present moment without judgment. You can practice it by paying attention to your breathing, taking a mindful walk, or noticing small things around you. Even spending 2 or 3 minutes in quiet awareness can calm your mind, reduce stress, and improve focus. You can also practice mindfulness during simple daily activities, like drinking your morning coffee or tea. Notice the smell, warmth, and taste. These small moments bring a sense of peace that stays with you throughout the day. By combining movement, healthy food, hydration, and mental preparation, you give yourself a strong start each morning. Over time, these consistent habits increase your energy, improve your mood, sharpen your focus, and help you stay disciplined. You begin to notice that you handle challenges more easily and stay more aligned with your goals. A great morning routine doesn't have to be strict or complicated. Life changes, and some mornings are harder than others. What matters most is staying consistent in a way that fits your life. Even a shorter or simplified version of your routine is better than skipping it completely. This keeps your momentum strong and reminds you that you are committed to your growth and success. Visualization can also be a helpful part of your routine. When you imagine yourself doing tasks confidently or achieving your goals, you prepare your mind for success. For example, if you have an important meeting or presentation, imagine yourself speaking clearly and feeling confident. This mental practice reduces stress and improves your performance. Many athletes, business leaders, and creative people use visualization to prepare for important moments. Your morning routine becomes even stronger when you connect it to your bigger goals. When you understand how small daily actions help you move towards something meaningful, it becomes easier to stay motivated. If your goal is to improve your English, spending 15 minutes each morning practicing will help you progress. If your goal is better physical health, stretching or light exercise each morning will build long-term improvement. Connecting your routine to your dreams and goals gives your habits purpose, making them easier to follow and more rewarding. The morning is one of the best times for learning and personal growth. Even small activities like reading a few pages of a book, Listening to a short educational podcast or reviewing new vocabulary can wake up your mind. Many people call this feeding your brain first because you begin your day with something meaningful instead of getting distracted by your phone or social media. Over time, these small learning habits help you develop sharper thinking, better focus, and stronger motivation. To build a strong morning routine, you need both consistency and flexibility. It's wonderful if you can follow your routine every day, but life doesn't always go exactly the way we want. Some mornings you may wake up late, feel tired, or have unexpected responsibilities. On those days, doing a smaller version of your routine, like stretching for just 2 minutes or writing one sentence in your journal, is still helpful. The goal is to maintain momentum and avoid feeling guilty or discouraged. A routine is not about perfection, it's about showing up for yourself, even in a small way. Tracking your progress is another helpful tool. You can keep a simple journal or checklist where you mark which habits you completed and how you felt afterward. This helps you understand what works well for you and what needs improvement. Over time, you can adjust your routine so it fits your lifestyle, energy levels, and long-term goals. Tracking also keeps you motivated because you can actually see your growth and progress. By combining mindfulness, visualization, learning, movement, and flexibility, you create mornings that feel productive, peaceful, and purposeful. These small, intentional habits, when repeated daily, bring long-lasting benefits. You will notice more energy, better focus, clearer thinking, and more confidence to face the challenges of the day. Even short practices make a difference. Over time, they turn ordinary mornings into a powerful foundation for success. A strong morning routine supports long-term personal development. When you commit to small daily actions, you develop discipline, resilience, and mental clarity. These qualities don't only help you in the morning, they influence your entire life. As the days pass, even tiny habits add up, leading to improved productivity, better health, and a stronger sense of well-being. A well-designed morning routine gives you a stable foundation, helping you start each day with energy, focus, and confidence. Different people build their morning routines based on their goals and lifestyles. Entrepreneurs often want a mix of productivity, clarity, and personal growth. Their mornings may begin with water and a short workout to activate their body. Then they might spend 15 to 20 minutes reviewing priorities, checking progress, or writing down ideas. Many entrepreneurs also include learning, such as reading about leadership, listening to business podcasts, or studying market trends. By filling their mornings with purposeful actions, they create a mindset of productivity and creativity that lasts throughout the day. Creative professionals, like writers, artists, or designers, usually prioritize inspiration and mental clarity. A writer might wake up at a peaceful time, meditate for 10 minutes, journal to clear their thoughts, and then spend 30 minutes free writing or working on a project. Reading or exploring new ideas can also help spark creativity. By starting their day with quiet, intentional activities, creative people prepare their minds for deeper focus and better work. Students and learners can shape their mornings around growth and education. Reviewing notes, practicing a skill, reading something educational, or solving a few exercises can make a big difference. Even just 15 to 30 minutes each morning, when done consistently, can dramatically improve knowledge and performance. When students combine learning with light physical activity, a nutritious breakfast, and a few minutes of planning, they begin their day feeling organized and ready. The key to any successful morning routine is intentionality. Every small, purposeful action builds discipline and momentum. You don't need extreme habits or big changes. Simple steps like stretching, journaling, reviewing goals, or reading can transform you when repeated consistently. These habits gradually become part of your identity and help you grow in all areas of life. Another important part of a good morning routine is customization. No two routines need to look the same. The best routine is the one that matches your goals, your energy, and your personal lifestyle. For some people, quiet mornings with meditation and reflection work best. For others, an active start with exercise and motivating music feels more natural. The goal is to design a morning that makes you feel energized, focused, and ready to take on the day. In the end, a strong morning routine is about taking small, consistent actions that support your goals. Whether you are an entrepreneur, a creative person, a student, or a working professional, beginning your day with intention gives you more control, more motivation, and clearer direction. When you take even a little time each morning to focus on yourself and your priorities, you build a day, and eventually a life, full of energy, purpose, and steady progress. A good morning routine can support people in all kinds of roles. Artists, for example, often begin their day with light stretching or simple movement to wake up their body and get the blood flowing. After that, they may spend time sketching, painting, writing ideas, or reviewing creative notes from the day before. The purpose of this early creative time is to enter a calm, focused flow state. Even if they spend only a short amount of time on creative work each morning, doing it consistently helps build momentum. Over weeks and months, these small daily efforts lead to big improvements in creativity, skill, and inspiration. Students also benefit from having a structured morning. A helpful routine for a student brings together three important elements: mental preparation, learning, and energy management. For example, a student might wake up at 6:30 a.m., drink water to rehydrate, and review vocabulary or lessons for 10 minutes. A short physical activity, like stretching, taking a quick walk, or doing a few yoga poses, helps the body wake up. Eating a healthy breakfast provides fuel for the brain. After that, journaling or setting priorities for the day can help the student stay organized. Mental habits like mindfulness or visualization are also useful. A student might imagine finishing assignments confidently or performing well in exams. This kind of practice helps the brain stay calm, focused, and confident. Beginning the day with intention gives students a sense of control and motivation that carries through their study sessions and other responsibilities. People who work from home can also greatly benefit from a strong morning routine. Without a commute or fixed schedule, it is easy for remote workers to lose structure and get distracted. A productive routine might include waking up at the same time every day, drinking water, stretching, writing down tasks, and reviewing priorities. Some remote workers like to include learning in their morning, such as reading a short article or practicing a work-related skill. Others find it helpful to dress in work clothes, even at home, because it tells the mind that it's time to be productive. A morning routine creates a boundary between personal time and work time, helping remote workers stay focused and efficient. The most important idea is that a morning routine brings structure, focus, and energy no matter what kind of work you do. Artists, students, remote workers, professionals, everyone can benefit from starting the day intentionally. When your morning includes small actions you repeat every day, you build habits that increase motivation, confidence, and performance. Over time, these habits grow stronger and lead to improvement in skills, productivity, and personal development. Your routine does not need to be long or complicated. It only needs to be consistent. Simple actions each morning can set the tone for a positive and successful day. In the end, a strong morning routine helps you begin the day with clarity and control. You feel more focused on what matters, more energized to face challenges, and more prepared to grow both personally and professionally. When your mornings are designed with care, you build momentum that can stay with you throughout the entire day. This makes it easier to reach your goals and feel satisfied with your progress. But even with a strong routine, it is normal to face challenges. One common problem is procrastination, especially on busy or stressful mornings. A simple way to solve this is to prepare the night before. You can lay out your clothes, prepare ingredients for breakfast, or write down your top 3 tasks for the next day. Doing this reduces stress and makes it easier to start the morning without delay. Low energy is another challenge, often caused by lack of sleep. On these mornings, try a shorter version of your routine. Drink water, do light stretching, or spend a few minutes breathing deeply. These small steps can still improve your focus and mood. As your energy improves, you can slowly return to your full routine. Technology distractions also make mornings difficult. Many people check their phones right when they wake up and end up scrolling through messages, social media, or news. This often increases stress and makes you start the day in a reactive mindset. A good strategy is to delay using your phone until after finishing the most important parts of your routine. For example, drink water, move your body, journal, and plan your day before touching your phone. This helps you begin the day with calmness and clarity. Motivation becomes stronger when you connect your morning routine to your long-term goals. If you want to be healthier, morning exercise is directly connected to that goal. If you want to improve your English, reading or listening to English in the morning supports your progress. When you understand the purpose behind each activity, it becomes easier to stay committed. Even on days when you feel unmotivated, having a clear routine helps you remain consistent. Drinking water, a short workout, journaling, or planning your day still give you benefits and help build discipline over time. In summary, a strong morning routine is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent, flexible, and intentional. Preparing the night before, adjusting your routine based on your energy, avoiding distractions, and connecting your habits to your long-term goals make the routine easier to follow. With small repeated actions, you build discipline, focus, and steady progress. These habits create mornings that help you grow stronger, feel more confident, and move closer to the life you want. A morning routine becomes much easier to follow when you know exactly why you are doing it and what goals it supports. When you start your day with intention, you feel more in control, more focused, and more prepared for whatever comes next. Even small habits, when repeated every day, can make a big difference in your productivity, mindset, and overall well-being. As you learn to handle common challenges, your morning routine becomes a helpful tool for building balance, growth, and discipline. Simple changes, like preparing the night before, staying flexible, and avoiding your phone for a little while, can make your mornings feel calmer and more positive. Over time, these small steps turn into long-term benefits and help you reach both your personal and professional goals. On days when motivation feels low, reminding yourself why you started this routine can help you push through. Consistent daily actions may seem small in the moment, but they slowly create meaningful progress. It's also important to understand that mornings will not always go perfectly. Life is unpredictable. Sometimes you may wake up late, feel unwell, or have unexpected responsibilities. During these moments, flexibility becomes just as important as consistency. Instead of skipping your routine completely, you can do a shorter version. Even 5 minutes of stretching, journaling, or reading can help you stay on track. These small efforts maintain momentum and strengthen the habit. The balance between sticking to your routine and adjusting when necessary helps build resilience and discipline. Tracking your progress is another helpful strategy. You can keep a simple checklist, journal, or digital log to see what works best for you. For example, you might discover that 10 minutes of meditation improves your focus more than a longer session, or that a quick walk outside gives you more energy than indoor exercises. By observing what benefits you the most, you can create a routine that fits your lifestyle, goals, and energy levels. Some people also use habit tracking apps, which can be motivating when they see their streaks grow day by day. Adding small rewards can make your morning routine more enjoyable. Rewards encourage consistency and make the process feel pleasant. After finishing your exercises or journaling, you might treat yourself to a favorite breakfast, listen to music, or enjoy a peaceful moment outside. Over time, the positive feelings and results from your routine become a reward on their own. You begin to notice more focus, calmness, and energy throughout the day. These strategies, staying flexible, tracking progress, and rewarding yourself, work together to create a routine that you can truly enjoy and maintain. The goal is not perfection. The goal is steady, meaningful progress. Even on days when things don't go smoothly, choosing to do a short version of your routine helps strengthen discipline and keeps your habit alive. With time, these daily actions support better productivity, a healthier mindset, and an overall sense of well-being. As you continue, your morning routine slowly becomes a natural part of your day. Each small action you repeat builds momentum and brings results. The routine becomes something you look forward to, something that helps you stay focused and stable throughout life's ups and downs. Another powerful aspect of a morning routine is the mindset it creates. When you start your day with intention instead of stress, you give yourself clarity and confidence. Completing meaningful tasks early gives you a sense of achievement that can positively influence the rest of your day. When your morning feels calm and organized, your decisions, mood, and energy improve. In contrast, beginning the day rushed or distracted can make everything else feel more difficult. A structured morning routine helps your mind and body work together and enhances your overall performance. Mindfulness is especially helpful in creating a positive start. Even just a few minutes of slow breathing, meditation, or quiet reflection can reduce stress and prepare your mind for the day. Mindfulness doesn't have to be limited to meditation. Simple actions like eating breakfast slowly, paying attention to the taste of your food, or noticing your surroundings during a morning walk can help you stay grounded and present. Over time, mindfulness builds emotional strength, calmness, and mental clarity. Visualization is another powerful technique. It means imagining yourself succeeding, whether that means completing a task, handling stress well, or reaching a specific goal. For example, if you have an exam, meeting, or presentation, you can spend a few minutes picturing yourself performing confidently. Visualizing success helps train your mind to stay focused, motivated, and optimistic. By combining intention, flexibility, mindfulness, visualization, and small daily habits, your morning routine becomes a powerful foundation for both short-term productivity and long-term growth. Each morning becomes an opportunity to reset, refocus, and build a better version of yourself, slowly, steadily, and with purpose. Many successful people, such as athletes, performers, leaders, and creative thinkers, use visualization as a tool to prepare for peak performance. When you combine visualization with consistent daily habits, your intentions become easier to turn into real actions. This helps you move closer to your goals and perform at your best. Starting your day with purpose, practicing mindfulness, using visualization, and building small habits create a strong foundation for success. These strategies help you begin the day with control instead of reacting to whatever happens around you. When you repeat these healthy patterns every morning, you don't just build consistency, you also develop emotional strength, focus, and self-discipline. Over time, these intentional actions add up and create noticeable improvements in productivity, motivation, and overall satisfaction with life. Another key part of a strong morning routine is personalization. There is no perfect routine that works for everyone. People have different schedules, responsibilities, and goals, so their routines will also be different. For example, someone with young children may need a short and flexible routine. Their morning might include drinking water, stretching for 5 minutes, and quickly planning the day. Someone preparing for a professional exam might choose to study or read as soon as they wake up. The important thing is to experiment and adjust until you find a routine that fits your goals, energy levels, and lifestyle. Personalization makes your routine meaningful and motivating instead of feeling like a list of chores. A balanced morning routine usually includes both mental and physical activities. After drinking water and stretching, you might spend 10 minutes journaling to set your intentions, followed by 20 minutes of learning or practicing a skill. Physical activities help wake up your body, improve circulation, and increase your energy. Mental activities like reading, planning, or studying sharpen your focus and creativity. When you combine these two types of activities, you start the day feeling balanced, strong, and ready for challenges. Setting micro goals is another helpful strategy. Micro goals are small, simple tasks that give you an immediate sense of progress. Instead of saying, "I want to be productive," set clear goals like drinking a glass of water, stretching for 10 minutes, or writing just 3 sentences in a journal. These small wins create momentum, build confidence, and make it easier to continue your routine. Over time, they help you work toward bigger goals without feeling overwhelmed. It also helps to structure your routine in a natural order. Begin with activities that wake up your body, like hydrating and doing light exercise. Then move on to mentally focused tasks such as journaling, reviewing priorities, or building a skill. After that, add something inspiring, such as reading a motivational quote, visualizing your goals, or listening to uplifting music. When your routine follows a logical flow, it becomes easier to stay consistent and start your day with intention. Flexibility is just as important as consistency. Some mornings will simply not go the way you planned. You might be tired, wake up late, or have unexpected responsibilities. Instead of feeling discouraged, you can do a shorter version of your routine, such as 5 minutes of reading, stretching, or journaling. This keeps the habit alive without causing stress or guilt. Flexibility strengthens discipline because it teaches you to keep going even when things are not perfect. Tracking your routine is another powerful way to stay motivated. You can use a journal, checklist, or app to record your progress. Over time, you'll notice patterns in what helps you feel energized, focused, or calm. For example, maybe journaling helps you think more clearly than checking emails first, or maybe a quick outdoor walk gives you more energy than stretching indoors. When you track your progress, you can adjust your routine so it matches your goals and your lifestyle more closely. Completing small tasks in the morning builds confidence and creates momentum for the rest of the day. You might write a few lines in your journal, learn 5 new vocabulary words, or review your top priorities. These micro-achievements make your routine feel manageable even on busy mornings. Early successes set a positive tone for the rest of the day and make it easier to handle bigger tasks later. Consistency is the foundation of any effective morning routine. Habits form through repetition, and the more consistently you follow your routine, the more automatic it becomes. For example, meditating for 5 minutes each morning for a month helps your brain connect mornings with calmness and clarity. Reviewing goals daily strengthens your focus, and practicing a skill every morning improves your abilities over time. Consistency builds discipline, reduces stress, and gives you a sense of control. At the same time, flexibility protects your routine from breaking when life gets difficult. No matter how committed you are, some mornings will be challenging. Being adaptable allows you to maintain the habit even in those situations. This balance of consistency and flexibility creates a routine that is strong, sustainable, and supportive, one that continues to help you grow over time. On difficult or busy mornings, it's important to focus only on the essentials. Drinking water, doing a short physical activity, and completing one simple mental task can still give you a productive start. Even a shorter version of your routine is better than skipping it completely. This kind of flexibility builds resilience and helps you see your morning routine as a supportive tool, not a strict schedule that creates pressure. Tracking your progress also makes your routine more effective. You can keep a journal, checklist, or habit tracker to observe which activities energize and motivate you and which ones may need adjustment. For example, you might notice that meditation helps you feel focused, while checking emails early increases stress. Reviewing your notes every week or month helps you fine-tune your routine so it fits your goals, lifestyle, and daily energy levels. Tracking also provides motivation because seeing your small daily successes creates a sense of progress and reinforces your positive habits. Accountability is another powerful way to stay consistent. Sharing your morning goals with a friend, family member, or mentor increases your commitment. For instance, if you tell a friend you plan to meditate for 10 minutes and stretch for 15 each morning, you're more likely to follow through. Accountability can also be built through habit tracking apps or small reward systems. When you create a sense of responsibility, your morning routine becomes easier to maintain and eventually turns into a permanent habit. Creating a positive environment is just as important. Your surroundings affect your mood, energy, and motivation. Simple actions such as opening the curtains to let in natural light, tidying your desk, or playing gentle music can improve your mindset and help you start the day strong. Some people add pleasant smells, houseplants, or motivational quotes to their space. These small touches make your mornings more enjoyable and increase the chance of following your routine consistently. A positive environment encourages engagement and strengthens your daily habits. Mindfulness and meditation are key elements of a strong morning routine. Even 5 minutes of mindful breathing, body scanning, or guided meditation can reduce stress, improve focus, and increase emotional resilience. Mindfulness can also be practiced during ordinary activities, such as eating breakfast slowly or paying attention to the taste and warmth of your coffee. These small moments of awareness help you stay calm and centered throughout the day. Over time, mindfulness strengthens your ability to make good decisions, reduces anxiety, and improves your ability to handle challenges. Visualization is another powerful tool. Visualizing means imagining yourself completing tasks successfully, reaching goals, and managing challenges with confidence. Spending a few minutes visualizing a positive result before an exam, meeting, or presentation can boost your confidence, reduce fear, and improve performance. Visualization becomes even more effective when combined with physical and mental habits. Many high-performing people, including athletes, leaders, and speakers, use this technique to prepare for peak performance. Motivation becomes stronger when your morning routine is connected to your long-term goals. Understanding why each activity matters makes it easier to stay consistent. If your goal is to improve English, spending 10 to 15 minutes each morning reading, listening, or practicing the language directly supports that goal. If you want better health, morning exercise helps you build strength and energy. When you see how your habits connect to meaningful outcomes, your routine feels more rewarding and purposeful. Another helpful strategy is including inspirational or educational content in your mornings. Listening to a motivational podcast, watching a short educational video, or reading just a few pages of a book can stimulate your mind and set a positive tone for the day. Even 10 minutes of high-quality learning content can increase motivation, build knowledge, and inspire new ideas. For English learners, this can include reading articles in English, listening to English podcasts, or practicing vocabulary to combine learning with a productive start to the day. Pacing yourself is also important. A morning routine should give you energy, not drain your energy. Many people try to include too many activities in a short amount of time, which leads to feeling overwhelmed or burned out. A successful routine is balanced, realistic, and designed to support your well-being. When your routine flows smoothly and fits your lifestyle, it becomes easier to follow and more enjoyable to maintain. A morning routine should help you feel calm, focused, and ready for the day, not stressed or burned out. That's why it's important to organize your morning in a way that balances your energy and mental clarity. A gentle start is often the best. You can begin with something simple like drinking a glass of water to hydrate your body. After that, doing light stretching helps wake up your muscles and improve blood flow. When your body feels awake, taking a few minutes to meditate or breathe deeply can help center your mind and reduce early morning anxiety. Once your body and mind feel awake, you can move into a short planning or journaling session. Writing down your thoughts, goals, or priorities for the day gives you direction and helps you feel more in control. Ending your routine with a stimulating activity, such as reading a few pages of a book, learning something new, or practicing English, adds inspiration and mental energy. Pacing your activities in this gentle and organized way keeps the routine enjoyable and sustainable instead of overwhelming. Time management is another very important part of a good morning routine. When you assign a specific amount of time to each activity, you reduce stress and avoid feeling rushed. For example, you might spend 5 minutes drinking water, 10 minutes stretching, 10 minutes journaling, and 15 minutes learning or reading. You can also use a timer or set reminders to help you stay on schedule. This prevents decision fatigue because you always know what comes next. Instead of thinking about what to do, your mind can focus on doing it smoothly and maintaining a natural flow through the morning. Reading in the morning is a powerful habit as well. Even spending 10 minutes with a book, an article, or some high-quality content can boost your creativity and put you in a positive mindset. It also helps you feel inspired and ready to learn. For English learners, reading English materials, listening to short English podcasts, or practicing new vocabulary is especially helpful. It combines language improvement with personal development, making your morning both productive and meaningful. Consistency is another key part of building an effective routine. When you repeat the same habits every day, they slowly become automatic. If you meditate every morning for a month, your mind will naturally begin the day with calm and focus. If you read or practice a skill every day, those activities will feel easier and more natural over time. Consistency builds discipline, increases self-confidence, and reduces stress because you know exactly how your day begins. However, your routine must also be flexible. Not every morning will go perfectly. Some days you may wake up tired, late, or overwhelmed with responsibilities. On those days, you don't need to complete your full routine. Instead, focus on the essentials. Drink water, stretch briefly, and do a short mental exercise such as journaling or reading for even 2 or 3 minutes. Doing a mini routine keeps the habit alive and prevents you from losing progress. This balance between consistency and flexibility helps you stay resilient. It reminds you that your morning routine is meant to support you, not stress you.